One of the funnest things I personally do, and I encourage everyone else to do, is to pretend that everyone's in love with you on a day-to-day basis. It makes the days go faster. It's just an enjoyable little practice to do. Someone's talking to you too much, it's because they're in love with you. Someone's not talking to you at all, they're probably in love with you. Someone's got a girlfriend, because they're in love with you. Someone's single, because they're waiting for you, because they're in love with you. I could go on forever. Someone views your Instagram story, because they're in love with you. Someone doesn't view your Instagram story, because they're in love with you. Do you know what I mean?
Hi guys, welcome back to Clare's Archives. Today we are here to talk about everything self-obsession, everything self-love, everything put yourself first. I'm obsessed with myself and so should you. Self-obsession, self-love, self-care, being selfish with yourself will get you in rooms that no one around you has seen. And I really hope you guys get this topic because one of the most foundational things you'll ever do in this life is to love yourself, is to prioritize yourself, because once you do that, everything you've ever wanted in life will start to come to you. You have to be able to love yourself even before you love others. You have to make sure you have a steady foundation in yourself. So yes, I hope you guys enjoy this one, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next.
Your hand when I say this. There is absolutely no better feeling than taking care of yourself, liking the way you look, liking the way your clothes feel, liking the way you feel, getting a workout in, taking steps to absolutely take care of yourself as you keep growing, keep getting older, keep getting wiser, cutting BS off the moment it starts towards anybody in your life, doesn't matter who it is, standing on big business, not looking back, not feeling sorry for yourself, not victimizing yourself, but absolutely accepting and realizing and doing something about the power that you have to change your life at any given moment. That feeling is so unmatched. And if anybody tells you that it doesn't matter how you look, it doesn't matter that, no, they're lying to you, okay? And they're probably unhappy with how they look, to be honest. It's not about looks, it's more about how you feel about yourself. And when you take the steps to actually take care of yourself and stand on that business, you can lie to anybody, but you cannot lie to yourself, okay? Progress and numbers do not lie. And when you really just say, oh my gosh, I have free will, I have the willpower to do absolutely whatever I want to improve, there is no better feeling. I'm on my high horse right now. Every time I leave the gym, I just feel so amazing. Take care of yourself while you can. We're gonna reach an age one day where you're gonna say, I wish I would have done this when I was younger. I wish I would have incorporated this. I wish I would have took care of my mind, my body, my heart, my soul, my spirit so much better. You do it now.
I'm always gonna be okay as long as I got my self mindset will always keep you winning. Listen, you gotta make yourself the center of your own universe, because if you don't, somebody else is gonna decide and try to make themselves that for you, and you're not even gonna realize it. I think so many people get stuck in the trap of just trying to be nice enough and likable enough to get friends in the first place, that they kind of put themselves in the back seat. And I say this with love because I used to do the exact same thing. See, I was so caught up in trying to make sure that other people liked me that I wasn't really my number one focus anymore. And what that led to was attracting these friends into my life. And guess what? It was completely my own fault. I found myself surrounded by a group of insecure people who I called my best friends. And the thing about insecure people is that they do not care about crossing your boundaries and manipulating you. Hell, they got so much going on. Their number one priority is just trying to soothe themselves and their discomfort with themselves. And a really common sign of having insecure friends is that they will try to be the center of your world. All of a sudden, it's an issue when you want to hang around with others, have different hobbies, or level up in life. You can't even spend time alone without being made to feel guilty about it. And yet you stay in this unhealthy friendship. Why? Because it feels so good to be loved and cared about this much. But if you were just focusing on yourself from the get-go and you made yourself the center of your universe, you would have no problem in walking away from friendships that do not serve you, even if their intentions do not mean any harm, because you love yourself enough to know that you deserve more.
I'm 53, and if you're younger than me, I hope you've already learned this. If not, please listen. Start paying attention only to how your life feels to you and forget completely about how it looks to others. It only matters how it feels to you. And if you want to protect your peace, that's what you have to do. Don't accept things you know you don't stand for. Don't make yourself smaller for anyone. And consider your thoughts. Every single day, consider your thoughts, because the life you have right now today is an exact reflection of what you were thinking about 5 years ago. Look around. It was all a thought that you had at some point. Protect your peace, protect your thoughts. Don't let anyone matter more than you do to yourself. And that's a harsh statement. Your family would disagree. Your spouse might disagree. Your kids might disagree. Your coworkers might disagree. But you are the only person who is going to advocate for you. Make choices every single day that reflect who you truly are and who you truly want to be. And if the choice that you're considering doesn't match that, stay true to you. You'll be so much happier.
If I could say one thing to you, it is to love yourself so much that you convince others to love you too. You know, laugh at your own jokes and convince people that it's funny. Show off your outfit and convince people that that is the newest trend. Show people just how beautiful every part of you is, that they want that beauty too. Convince people that, you know, all the things that maybe you're a little bit insecure about. Convince yourself. Love it so much that you convince everybody else to love it too. Because we are so prone on following trends, on following what others think, you know? If we see someone love something, a snack, a food, anything, we also have this human nature to love it too, to try it out, to get on the trend, to do it also. So when you apply that to your life, when you say, I love myself so much, you convince other people to love you too. You show people that the way that you laugh, maybe your joke isn't funny, but if you laugh at it, it is funny. And they're going to laugh too. If you convince people that the outfit that you're wearing is the cutest one that you've ever put on, they're also going to think it's super cute. They're also going to love it. You know, if you convince people that you are so in love with yourself, they will love you too.
I would just like to say that a woman who loves herself is a danger to society. She's a danger to the patriarchy, to capitalism, to every single system that is put in place to oppress us. If I can validate myself, I don't actually need to buy what you're selling. If I can validate myself, I actually don't have to put up with shit from a mediocre man. If I can validate myself, I'm not going to participate in the industries that are trying to profit off of my insecurities, the industries that are trying to make me insecure. And I just think it's so funny that when a woman speaks from a place of self-worth, self-respect, people love to criticize her. People like to say things like, well, you're just gonna end up alone, or you're so selfish, or that is so classless of you to even speak so highly about yourself. Cry me a fucking river. I'm so goddamn over it. We are a danger to society. We really fucking are. We're a danger to a society that treats us like second-class citizens when we actually realize and own our power. Do not let these motherfuckers make you feel like you need them, or you need that thing, or you need that person to feel complete. Because you fucking don't.
You need to have a restaurant that you go to 2 to 3 times a year, every year, for like decades. And I promise you this is going to do beautiful things for the relationship you're building with yourself. For context, there's a restaurant in London that I've been going to 2 to 3 times a year, every single year since I was 9 years old, and I'm 23 right now. Now, I'm not from London, which is why I would only go 2 to 3 times a year, like not very often at all. And so each memory I have made over the last decade and a bit of my life is very distinct. And I actually just fulfilled my dream of moving to London, so I decided to celebrate by taking myself back to this restaurant. And just like every other time I've ever been, I am seated and I'm about to have my lunch, and I look around this restaurant at every single table I've been sat at before at different ages, at different stages of my life, and looking at all these different versions of myself. Is it just me that can literally see like younger versions of myself so vividly in front of me? Like I can visualize I'm 9 years old sitting there right now wondering what I'm going to be like in my 20s, and now I'm here in my 20s and I can literally see you. Like we're together, we're just in different timelines. I was having lunch today and I was looking over at the table that I remember sitting at when I was 9 years old, because I've never been seated at the same table twice, which is another hack when doing this. And I was just looking like, I know exactly what was going through your head at that point, what you were thinking about, who you hoped I would be. And now I've achieved everything you would ever want me to do. And I'm sitting here across from you in the same restaurant. And you would have never thought that this restaurant you loved so much at 9 years old, you would still honor and come back to all throughout your life. There was actually a seat right across from me where I actually had my very first restaurant solo date. And here I was being so confident, having made a whole career out of solo dating and posting my self-development on the internet, sitting just a few seats down from that version of myself. So even though I love the food at this place so much, I've made it a commitment to never go more than 2 to 3 times a year, just to make sure that those distinct memories throughout my life stay super fresh in my mind and it doesn't become a regular spot. I could not recommend this enough. And because I've kept this tradition going for long enough, when I was looking around this restaurant, remembering how old I was, what I was going through at that time, at each table I have been sat at in my life, it was the most reassuring feeling, because then I remembered, this is just going to keep repeating itself. I'm going to be 30 coming back to this restaurant, having achieved everything that I hope to achieve right now. I'm going to be looking back at the version of myself right now in nostalgia and love and admiration and gratitude, and that is so beautiful. So get yourself a regular restaurant.
Please love on yourselves, people. Please get to know you. Please do that work. I know you want to avoid it. I know you right now, maybe you just want to fix the relationship. You just want to fix the friendship. You just want to be where you're supposed to be in your career and feel how you're supposed to feel and feel free. But this is the work that you have to do. Get to know yourself. You got to love yourself. You got to pour into yourself. You have to understand the things in the past that have made you this way, that have led you to be anxious, that have led you to be attached or always feeling a little bit sad or self-conscious. Understanding why those things exist in the first place is the first step to healing. It's the first step to becoming the best version of you, that happy version of you, that version that you see when you watch other women thriving. To get to her, you have to understand her, and you have to understand how you became who you are right now, how to turn those things around, how to heal those things, remembering when you started to believe these things about yourself, when you started to shut down and hide parts of yourself, what ways you are continuing those things and what ways you are continuing to break trust with yourself and break yourself down a little more each time. What ways are you playing a role in it right now? Simply because you're not conscious about your cycles and about your patterns and about the unhealthy things that you are doing. Becoming aware, understanding yourself is the first step. It's the hard work that no one wants to do. Taking responsibility and being self-aware, it's the hard work that no one wants to do. And it's why a lot of people are just walking around blaming everybody else for what's going on and being miserable, because nobody else outside of us has the answer. So let's hop into that shadow work.